Hi everyone, my name is Danny. Welcome to another video here on Danny's Corner. I want to thank you so much because one video that I thought wasn't going to be successful, I'll explain to you why in a bit, has reached 1,000, perhaps 1,000 plus views. How does that happen? I actually made a video on my Spanish channel asking that same question. What motivates people? What causes people to click on titles, especially on a channel where I've been told, both of my channels, I've been told that the pictures are not well done, or it's really not attractive to the viewers. So for that reason, I don't have a lot of subscribers. But I do appreciate each and every one of those people that click on my videos time and time again. That shows you that regardless if you have a thumbnail or not, or if you don't know what you're doing, like me on YouTube, this is a lab where each and every one of us gets to experiment and gets to see what works and what doesn't, and we're able to tweak certain things. Well, in your case, you're able to do it much more proficient than I can. But yeah, but anyway, that's not what this video is about. What I wanted to do for this video is, since I received 1,000 views on this video that I am going to talk about, I'm going to read all the comments. I was going to do that anyway. I just didn't imagine that it was going to be for this particular video. The video is titled "Is Seeing Believing?" and 1,000 views. Wow. I haven't seen it, so you guys tell me. Is it a great video? Okay. So what I do, for those of you who are new, is every now and then I read comments using an iOS device. In this case, believe it or not, it's an iPod 5th generation. And in case you don't believe me, here it is, if you guys can see it. And I've had this thing for about, I want to say 7 years, but the iPod in general as a device, because this is my third one, I've had it for 11 years, and I've had three different ones during that time. So yeah, it's been working great. So I also have an iPhone 7 Plus, which I have also made videos on that device. Okay, so again, let me start with reading the comments. And I have not, I haven't reviewed these comments or anything, so there might be children viewing this video. I don't know who's viewing this video. So for that reason, what I'm going to do is I don't say the name of the users because the screen reader more often than not mispronounces the name, and I don't want to butcher somebody's name. So and I'm also not going to read anything that is offensive in any way, just because, you know, I don't know what I am allowed or not to say given the YouTube rules. So I prefer to keep it PG-13. And I would advise you, those who are commenting on my videos, I appreciate that, but keep it clean, just so, you know, your comment doesn't get blocked or anything, because that does tend to happen too. Okay, so here we go. The first one was about 3 days ago, and it says this: God bless you, and there's a red heart. And there's 7 likes to this. Thank you very much. God bless you too. The next comment says this: 2 days ago. Nice video, man. Blessed are those who believe without seeing. You're blessed, Danny. Science requires observation, but not necessarily looking at something. You can observe gravity's effect on you even without eyesight. I agree. So thank you for that. Let me speed this up. I was making a video in Spanish and I had to slow this down, but okay, next comment. One thing I want to mention too, in case you didn't know, is I made this mistake on the Spanish channel. As I was reading the comments there, I get these suggestions. So, for example, if you put a comment and I'm reading it, for whatever reason, YouTube has these pre-made responses that I could just, in fact, let me do it right now. So to this person that replied, that commented, who said that, let me read a little bit more. Repeat the comment. Nice video, man. Blessed are those who believe without seeing. You're blessed, Danny. Science requires observation, but not necessarily looking at something. You can observe gravity's effect on you even without eyesight. So let me reply to this, and the options that I have are well said, no doubt, I appreciate that, and that's about it. So let me choose the second one. Let me hit send. And I'm going to share the video again on this video. Again, if you're wondering what video I'm referring to, it's seeing is believing. Okay. So here is another comment. 3 days ago. Very good video. Never thought about a blind person approaching science. I've always wondered how a blind person would describe sight, especially if they've never experienced it before. And there is 4 likes to this. And again, this suggestion appears. Glad it was helpful. Glad you enjoyed it. Well said. Here's another comment. 2 days ago. I love your point about how sight might not necessarily be the best instrument for us to use. And on your final point, you said we sometimes must believe without evidence, but in this case that wasn't true. You had plenty of evidence the coffee was coffee. I like to think I don't hold any beliefs without good evidence to back it up, so this point stood out to me. I never considered how much harder that could be for a blind person. For example, the stars and moon. I can't think of a way to prove their existence to a blind person. Very interesting perspective. Indeed, it is. I would like to, and see, this is where I came up with the title, is seeing really believing. because I don't have any evidence to know if the stars, if the moon, or if other celestial beings are actually true. I have to depend on somebody's word to believe, right? And as I said on in that video, usually when we get taught science, we have to be careful because obviously blind people and chemicals, that's a no-no. We have to be very careful. So it's more applied in the sighted community. I'm not sure how other blind people do it, meaning because again, for science, you have to use chemicals and you have to use other things. But for blind people, what you do is you use paper and then you use either raised dots or raised, they use different materials to represent one thing or another. And they tell me, well, this is what the sun looks like, this is what the stars looks like, and so forth and so on. Which again, as I said on the other video, how do I know that people are not making this up? And so, yeah, that's that. There's another comment here, and it says this. This reminds me of Jonathan Pageau. I don't know if you pronounce it that way. Let me read it again. All right, here we go. This reminds me of Jonathan Pageau. Trust is more fundamental to knowledge than anything else. And there's 2 likes to this comment. I don't know who that is, but you've piqued my curiosity, so I'm going to see who that is and see what happens. Okay, I lost my place. Where was I? Okay, next comment. I like some of these usernames. I'm going to mention this one because I hope I'm pronouncing it right. The username is Cinema Sucker. Wow. Okay, here's a comment. Dude. Let me read that again. All right. Dude. This low-key changed my perspective. Next thing. "3 days ago. His voice is beautiful. Holy moly, I really like listening to it. 1 like. Well, thank you. A lot of people have said the same thing. Okay, next comment. There's a bunch of 7s. 7. All right. 3 days ago. This is epistemology, the knowledge of knowing. Philosophy? Yeah, I would agree. Thanks for your comment, by the way. Next comment, 3 days ago. Sight is just one of the sensory/input systems that we Sight is just another sensory/input systems. I can't understand the word. Let me give me a sec here. I'm not sure if there is, okay. I get what the person that wrote this was trying to say. Okay, now I get it. Let me read it again, just so you know. Sorry about that. I have to read back. It says this. Sight is just one of the sensory/input systems that we possess. that help us believe internal realization of external universe. While none of them is crucial for understanding science, they definitely help. Yet it is fairly easy to lie all of them. If I take your example of coffee, someone can probably make a hot water with dissolved chemicals that mimic the taste and smell. And to fool the eye, they just need to color the water dark brown. Senses are more like approximators of reality rather than solid proof evidence, but evolutionarily they develop to be a fairly and accurate approximators. Most of us rely heavily on visual input, so we are usually unfit to assist creating better methodology for science communication, but eagerly waiting for your next videos, as your insights might assist me with my own personal project. That was a mouthful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, next one. Some of these usernames are really interesting. Okay, 3 days ago. Cooling constructed. Short and sweet. That's my comment. 2 days ago with the next comment. Do you see colors at all? Like even when you close your eyes. I'm totally blind. I only have light perception, and so I'm not able to see colors. When it comes to closing my eyes, I've been told that I have my eyes closed, and so I don't know when they're open and or closed, if that makes any sense. And this is really difficult to explain. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. I've made a video on this. Um, if I am able to find it, I'll link it somewhere here. I'll leave it either in the comment section or somewhere. But I have a video explaining what my blindness is and how it happened. All right, here's the next comment. 3 days ago. True. 1 like. Next comment. 3 days ago. There's an okay hand with a there's an okay hand sign with a dark, what is that? Dark skin, medium dark skin tone emoji, and there's a 1 like. Okay, next comment. It was 3 days ago. Isn't science basically just the act of observing, testing, and recording? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know anything about science. I'm just here to ask questions just as you are. And as a blind person, I don't know if there are any other people who have asked this. So yeah. Is there any more comments? Okay, here's another one. 3 days ago. Faith is the answer. Okay. Next comment. 5 days ago. Surprised face with open mouth emoji. Okay. Next comment. 3 days ago. Pro got. Oh, sorry. Bro got the radio voice. Thank you very much. In fact, with the radio voice, that's something that I studied in college, and I actually did have a radio show for some time. So that's where that comes from. Are there any more comments around here? Oh, yeah. 3 days ago. Religious people be like, Yeah, that's a that's something to explore. As even with religious communities, believe it or not, people who are how should we say, people who are disabled or have some sort of people who are religious uh, don't, how can I say this the nice way? I can't. Uh, Religious people do not accept us for who we are as people with disabilities. And you can go to any church. I'm not sure about synagogues or other temples or other religions. I can only speak about Christianity. But I feel, as it's been my experience, that we're not well accepted. So, yeah, I'll get more into that on future videos. Another comment 3 days ago. Do you believe in God, Danny? Yes, I do. Uh, and to me, this is where I wanted to get to as well. Like, an atheist, for example, doesn't believe in God because there is no evidence for the existing of God. And obviously, there's a lot of factors into this. And they consider us Christians as gullible people. Isn't that true? Okay, so the question for all of you is this. Let's say I was an atheist. Wouldn't I be gullible just as Christians are because I believe in something as science? When I am not able to see it, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing all these people talk about science and so forth and so on. But can you prove to me that certain things exist, such as the comment that I was reading earlier? How do I explain to a person who's blind what the stars and the moon are? You just have to believe, as a blind person, that is. So, interesting observation there. Any more comments? Okay. So, my comment was the last one. My comment is the last one where I replied to one person that commented. My comment that says no doubt is the last one. Again, I'm gonna post this. This video is seeing believing, and I want to thank all of you for your comments. This video was a bit long, but yeah, please keep in mind that I do. I'm gonna say read. I'm gonna say your comments because that's what I'm doing. And I would like to thank once again all of you for that. If you do have any more comments, now you know that I read them. Now you know that I do reply to them, perhaps not through your conventional way, because again, I have another channel, which is a Spanish channel, only content. But I will reply to some of your comments or your suggestions or whatnot. And so here, I did answer some questions, read through all of your comments, and this is why this video is long. Again, I do have other videos replying to other comments on the other videos that I have made. So thank you very much. Remember to subscribe, to share, to give a thumbs up or a like. And every time that you do that, that you give a like, it will notify other people who may be blind or who have other disabilities about this channel. You never know. There's a lot of ignorance even within the blind community, believe it or not. And so your like is like a lifesaver to a lot of folks. So thank you very much. Again, subscribe, share, like, ask more questions, leave suggestions, and I will talk to you on another video. Bye-bye.